Hey guys, welcome back. We are watching Chernobyl. We are on episode 5, the finale of the limited series. It's a docu-series. We've gone from the explosion all the way to the death of the fireman's wife's child. They are getting ready to speak to the world about what happened, and they have to decide whether to tell the truth or not. And it sounds like they've made up their minds to tell the truth, but until that actually happens, who knows? I'm not sure on what to talk about. I just summed up the last one, so I don't really have a lot to say going into this one. What I presume is that we're going to show how they dealt with addressing the world, and I imagine they're going to show. So we're in. What was the last? We're in December now. I don't think we went into January. So we're going to see probably a faster progression of significant timeline stuff after that because, I mean, this isn't going to be solved in just a year. So I imagine there's going to be more. They do have 3 other reactors that they have not shut down that are on that site, or they, at the time of this, they're not shut down. They are now. But are they going to show people finding out about never being able to go back home? Because as far as I know, the people don't know that they'll never be able to go back home yet. All this kind of stuff. So they'll be wrapping things up one way or the other. And I imagine it will show some stats at the very end as well. So, all right, here we go. How far down the road is this? See, why is he not dead? I'm still confused about that. Oh, well, that would explain why he's not dead.
We'll keep that in mind.
It was kind of condescending, wasn't it? So a year later?
Chernobyl was solely the result of operator error, which it essentially was. We have you to thank for that. We intend.
So he didn't tell the truth at the conference.
No changes have been made. No changes even discussed.
So they went with the general's plan of trying to cut a deal. Starting to lose his hair, one of the symptoms. So a little over a year later. So will they tell the truth? I think she will. The other 2, I don't know. Because I think that's why we see him doing tapes and then hiding them. And then hanging himself.
Any questions?
Trying to hold back coughing. Sometimes that makes it worse. So the white outfits are the same outfits that they were having the miners wear. So there must be something woven in that's a protective factor.
Your job. Topped it off. Reduce power to 700.
So anybody else want to choke him already? I was trying to add an R in his name, so that's why I was saying it wrong. Legasov is not so hard to say. I noticed the wonkiness of the camera as he was walking up. I still don't understand why all these men died and that jerk didn't. An inchworm. Don't squish it. I get the feeling he's going to squish it. Okay, good. Just a little bit of pessimism. Are they going to listen to him?
moderated reactors with a positive void coefficient. It's cheaper.
So, if I understood correctly, when I was looking up the reactors in the US, they're not built exactly the same. Looks like a kill room.
After all you've said and done today,
So he's protecting them.
the truth, we fail to consider how few actually want us to find it. But it
These
is
are his tapes,
always
I'm
there.
assuming. So I'm guessing he knew if he killed himself, it would bring up questions that the government didn't want because of the KGB guy saying, we're not going to kill you because that would bring up more questions. It basically confirming what he was saying was true. If the KGB killed Lugasov, I can't say it now, Legasov, it would bring up questions that they didn't want to answer, and so they were going to let him live, just keeping an eye on him for that reason. So I'm guessing that's why he made the tapes, so there would be a record and stuff. The question is, how did he let somebody know about the tapes that he knew he could trust? That's good. So I take it all these pictures are the actual people. They got the looks very similar. Which one was he? Was that Victor when they were racing to find something? I forget what is in the first episode. But is that Victor? Wow. That's just sad. And she's one of the ones, if they had just been honest with her and educated her, some of this might not have happened. Might not have. Oh, she had a child? Okay. And if I'm remembering correctly, these were the people that she was seeing when she went into the hospital looking for her husband, and the one was trying to give her his baby. I think those were all the same people from up on the bridge. I'm surprised by that. Conscripted, is that basically told, voluntold? If you're going to make somebody serve their country, you should at least keep a record of them and what happened to them and compensate them. Did you see the Ferris wheel in that one shot? See the Ferris wheel right there? Looks so out of place, doesn't it? I don't know if these are pictures from today, because certainly some of that looks like overgrowth, or if it's, during the 90s or early 2000s. I don't know exactly when. More lies. Okay. And I heard them say Gorbachev at some point in either the last episode or this episode. So I was right about that's who that person was with the wine stain. Like I said, that's the only famous Russian I know about the wine stain. So I was assuming that was him. Well, if the Soviet Union was based on lies, then maybe. And maybe that's a good thing. I take it that dome is the confinement. So that confirms the one thing that I thought I remembered about the whole event. Well, because you don't know how much of it that pops up nowadays is a result from the radiation from then, either the radiation that our parents got and then had us as children, or, that's around in the air, in the soil. Because even though they overturned some of that dirt and everything, I mean, they were detecting levels all the way in Sweden. They didn't overturn the dirt all the way to Sweden. So there's just no way to know how many people have been affected and for how long. So I don't know. I keep forgetting not to go to the middle and lean in, to stay to the side. So I was probably covered up for part of that. Obviously, not something easy to talk about, especially when you're a crier. I'm usually good until I start talking about something. I did tear up during the pets part. I think I commented on everything throughout that, especially there at the end where they were wrapping it all up. Just a heartbreaking part of history, basically. So, all right. Thanks for joining me on this one. See you guys the next time. Bye.